So,
Whoops, I didn't want to go to the cloud, but it is. Boom, it is recording. Hello, hello. Welcome everyone that's joining in replay, and you, Joel and Cooper. And I didn't get Cash Mom,
sorry, it's Chanda.
Chanda. Sorry, you did say it. You did say it, Chanda, and I just didn't get it. So thanks for joining, and thanks for those that are joining on replay. My name is Brant Miner. I am the director of Grit traveling program. I've been a college coach for a long time. I coached at Southern Oregon University, like we were just talking about, and then Pacific. And now I'm assistant director of admissions at Pacific University. So I still work at Pacific. I'm just not coaching at the university. I've run Grit since the year after the pandemic. So 2021 was our first year with Grit, and we've been having great teams ever since. So Cooper played on our team last year, and that was awesome to have you, Cooper. Joel coached with us, and we're going to have a Reno team this spring. So even if this Greece trip doesn't work, Chanda, we're still going to have a team that Bobby's going to be helping us coach. Um, Kind of based out of Reno. So that's pretty exciting. I'm excited about that. But today we're talking about another really exciting trip. We're planning a trip to Greece. We're planning a trip to Greece for next spring break, the 21st of March through the 29th of March. One of my friends that I've met through the basketball world, she is from Greece. She played college basketball at Illinois in Champaign, Illinois, and then she got her master's degree at uh, Cal State Northridge, I believe. It was either Northridge or Cal State LA. She was getting her master's there, and now she's back playing professionally in Greece. But her dad's a coach in Greece and has a lot of connections there. And she is a travel agent. That's her career now when she's not playing professional basketball. So she's helping us facilitate this. She's worked on the ground transportation, the lodging. She's been able to help us budget the flights and putting it all together. So I am not an expert on Europe or Greece, but we do have somebody who's been in the United States. She is phenomenal, really intelligent, and can hoop too, Cooper. She can hoop. So she's helping us out with the logistics of this. And so we're looking at going to Athens and Thessaloniki. I can't pronounce it. But I'll be sending a follow-up to everybody that's on this call now that's listening live. And then I will be following up with anybody that's watching us on replay right now. You could text me and say, hey, text me the name of that city that you can't pronounce, because I will text you that right now. If you text me right now, I will text you back. So we're going to go to two cities. We will have a day where we get to go see where Giannis was brought up, where he was raised. So we'll get to spend a day there. We'll spend a day touring um, all the things Athens has to see. We'll play two games while we're there, two kind of friendly matches against other high school age teams. So we'll bring some American souvenirs, exchange them with the Greece team, and then we will spend the time in Thessaloniki. Can't pronounce it, so I'm going to butcher it. Every time I try to say it, I'm going to make something different up. But there we'll do a clinic. So we will work with a group of youth. So the high school boys that we have with us, we're going to select 10, and we'll have three coaches. Parents are able to come if they would like. It would just be on an additional cost. But if that's something you're interested in traveling with your son, we can get you connected with, her name is Athanasia. See, I can hardly even say her name, let alone the city in Greece. Her last name, I'm not even going to try. When Athanasi, it's 2 a.m. in the morning right now in Greece, so she's not able to join us. But this is just an overview call. We will be having quite a few more calls as we lead up, obviously. But this one is just to try to get an overview. She goes by Nancy when she was in the United States because nobody could pronounce Athanasia. I think that's how it's close to how she pronounces it. But so she'll be joining us. We'll have meetings that aren't in the middle of the night for her, and she'll be able to meet her. But we're gonna include the flights, the lodging, the ground transportation, and one meal a day, and the cost will be $3,100 for the 8 days, and that's airfare, lodging, ground transportation, and one meal a day. So the other meal would be other meals if you we can go to the grocery store and get snacks and things like that, but that's what would be covered. And that also includes uniform, travel sweats, and the flight, lodging, ground transportation. And we will be organizing some fundraisers. We will be able to help with some of that. There will be some overarching fundraisers that everybody will be able to participate in. And then there'll be some, the harder you work at them, the more you'll get in return. So there will be some of those that are more incentive based. One of them that we're going to be doing is Jamba Juice cards. So the more you sell, the more money you get to pay for your trip. So Jamba Juice has a deal. You sell cards, they're discounted smoothie cards. That's one. So if you hustle and you sell those to a lot of people, you can earn more of that 3,100. If you don't sell any, that's okay. You're watching this, or if you're listening to this and you're independently wealthy and want to pay for everybody's trips, come talk to me. Come talk to me. But we're going to do what we can to try to help fundraise. We want to make it accessible for the people that want to be a part of it, but obviously we can't just fund it on our own. So we're trying to kind of keep it as close to the actual cost as we can. We'll have 3 coaches slash chaperones, possibly 4. I still do need to talk to Bobby, but we will have Joel, who has had high school coaching experience on both the boys and the girls side. And Joel won a state championship at Cooper's High School, Hidden Valley High School. Go Mustangs and Caveman, because I was a caveman, and the caveman won on Friday night up here at Sherwood. I just got to see Matt Hill, Joel. So I saw Matt Hill. We had dinner before the game. I didn't get to go to the game against Sherwood, but the caveman won, so that was pretty cool. The caveman won a playoff game in football. And then John Willis, Coach John Willis. If you don't know John Willis, hopefully you get the opportunity to meet him because he is passionate. He is high energy. He is a really good man. He's the assistant coach at Corbin University now in Salem, which is an NAIA university that plays against Southern Oregon, OIT. So he is now an assistant men's coach at Corbin. He's been a head college coach at South Puget Sound Community College and an assistant at Linfield and Willamette. So he brings with him a lot of experience, a lot of leadership development, a lot of character development. So John will be going with us as well. So there will be 3 coaches, 10 players, and then families to be determined how many will be with us. But yeah, so the whole idea is to try to bring together a group of guys, build lifelong friendships and relationships. So it will be an 8-day trip, but there will be a lot of activities leading up to the trip. So we will be doing Zoom calls. We will be doing some activities, some videos. There will be extra asked of the players. It will not be just a show up and roll it out and meet kids when you show up. We're taking 10 players. So we will be those 10 players, just like we did with Grit last year, you'll get to know them well. And I think that's one of the fun things about Grit is getting kids together that have similar goals, similar motivation, similar interests. Obviously, having basketball as a centerpiece is big, but I know some of you might not know me or just getting to know me, but I'm a big believer in that basketball is a tool to teach life lessons. And one of those is show up. And grit is an acronym. We talk about no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, but don't give up. Grit. Cooper, what's the G in grit? I'm going to call on you because otherwise you will not be going on the trip if you don't nail this.
Togetherness.
No, the G.
Oh, gratitude.
Gratitude. Okay. G, gratitude. The T is togetherness. So you were ahead of the game, Cooper. But gratitude is what we start with grit, capital G, gratitude. The R is resiliency. You got to bounce back. I, intensity. And the T is what Cooper said, because it's a little choppy, togetherness. Gratitude, resiliency, intensity, togetherness. We make sure the players know that. And those are our core values. So those are what we will be wearing on our chest when we go to Greece. So gratitude, got to be thankful, have to have a sense of appreciation for everything we're given, the good, the bad, all of it we take with thankfulness. Resiliency, got to be able to bounce back. How do you handle setbacks? How you handle adversity speaks volumes. So we talk about being resilient. Intensity, people think I'm a little intense, maybe a little bit passionate, but I'd rather be thought of as a little bit overly intense than lukewarm or mediocre or average. So intensity is important to me, and togetherness. We're one team. We're looking at doing 3 teams for spring. So we will be looking at having 3 teams for spring. One team will get to go to Greece, and then we'll come back and have 3 teams. So there will be a Reno and 2 Oregon-based teams. That's what we're building. That's what we're working on putting together, is having 30 players with 3 teams between 2 states in one program. So that's what we're working on for spring. So we'll hopefully have some players from Reno coming with us to Greece, some players from Oregon coming with us. And then when we get back, we'll have a Reno-based team. Well, the people that did go to Greece will join with some other players, and then the same thing with our Oregon teams. So that's kind of the structure, the price, the values of the program. I'm gonna let Joel have a chance to say hello and introduce himself. But like I mentioned, I'll be there with Coach Willis and Coach Jesse. But I'm excited about this opportunity to bring guys together that have, like I said, similar interests, similar values, and kind of help try to mold these. Chandra, you might laugh, but Boys to Men, not the music group. Some people think, but literally high school boys, trying to help them develop into men. So that's my favorite part of coaching. That's why I've always loved working in college, is seeing high school boys develop and grow and mature from high school boys into young men, but still boys to men. So Joel, I'm gonna pass it off to you. You just disappeared on my screen at least. Oh, there you are. So you want to say hello, maybe how you got involved with Grit. But I've known Joel since he was playing basketball with my brother back in the 90s. Literally, not just joking. Literally, that was the 90s. But we're getting old, Joel, but it's better to get old than not get old. You
I
don't
don't
look like
know.
you age very much, but
No, but my body feels like it's age, that's for sure. Too much hoop for me. And after
but
four,
hey, some people never get to have a sore older body. So let's not take it
that's true.
for granted that some people never get old. Prefontaine, you know who Prefontaine is, Cooper?
Coop
Nope.
does. Oh, Coop,
Nope.
come on now, bro.
Google it. Google it after this meeting. Prefontaine is an Oregon legend. You live in Oregon. Prefontaine is an Oregon legend. There is no Nike without
Coop,
Prefontaine. So
Coop,
Steve
epic fail,
Prefontaine.
bro.
It's okay because I know Coop's the type of guy who's going to do his research, Joel. He's going to come back and
True.
probably be like, oh, yeah, Pre from Coos Bay, Oregon. Ran at Marshfield High School. Died in a car crash when he was far too young. Now I understand what you were talking about with Coach Joel about it sucks to get old, but it's better than not Now you know. But Joel, I'm rambling, so I'll pass it off to
That's
you. But
okay.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're interested in coming with us and helping these young men.
Yeah, so my name is Joel Jesse. Coop and Brant already know me. So for Cash's mom, I went to Grants Pass High School. After that, I served the mission for our church in the Dominican Republic. I'm bilingual. After that, when I got home, I got married. I have 4 children. Brant, I haven't told you this, or Coop, but I'm going to be a grandpa. So big news, big news. She's
But
doing.
which one of your kids? That's what we got with
Oh,
the
listen,
dog.
my
Yes.
my oldest, the oldest one, my 25-year-old.
Okay,
So
that is awesome.
so
Congratulations,
so that's
Grandpa.
that's exciting. That's exciting for me. She's due at the end of April, beginning of May. So after that, my first coaching stint was at Grants Pass High School with girls, with Coach Wakefield there. After that, I left Grants Pass and went to the promised land of blue and orange at Hidden Valley. Won 4 conference championships, won a state championship, and after that went to Grants Pass High School to coach my son and my nephew. Resigned last year and am now refereeing, so I can keep involved. I kind of had too much fun with the grit AAU club scene, so decided to stick with that instead of getting back into the high school and enjoying a lot of that. And from what I'm hearing, Coop, I hear the pressure's on, brother. I hear that you guys are supposed to win conference this year in a long time, brother. So hopefully
Yep.
you can bring that conference championship back to good old Southern Oregon, my brother.
When was the last
It
time
was-
Hidden Valley won one? Do you know, Cooper?
I think it was 15 years. So like
Jordan, let me
Jordan
tell you,
Kasler or Hader?
Jordan Hayter, Jordan Castler, Reyes Aguilera, Cody Crow, Jimmy Sager, that group right there.
They got one, huh?
They
Yep.
got one.
I think
It was 2006, I think.
Sounds about right.
2006.
Sounds about right. So, but anyways, that's a little bit about me. Excited to be part of the Grit family. This was my first stint this summer with them, and had a blast with Coach Miner, Coach Willis, and Coach Lunt, and coaching these young men. I really love coaching kids who want to make themselves better, and definitely puts the team before themselves, and want to play and want to win at a high level. And so that was a breath of fresh air coming from the place that I just came from. So back to you, Brant.
Love it. I love it. Yeah. And congratulations. Have you decided what you're gonna go like what's the little one gonna call you, or what are they gonna call you? Gramps, Grandpa, Papa, Big
Pop,
Daddy?
pop, pop.
Pop Pop. Okay, okay. Pop Pop Jesse. Pop Pop Joel. Okay, nice. Well, congratulations, man. I'm obviously a dad, but my parents say that being a grandparent trumps even being a parent, which it's hard to believe, right? Because I know you have kids. It's pretty amazing, but you can spoil them and just send them back home to her now. That's pretty exciting, though. Congratulations on that. But man, you're the young grandpa. I'm the old dad, so but I will say if you guys are listening to this or if you don't know Joel, good guy, better dad, because if you get to know his kids, he has great kids, and I think that's one way that I judge people is how their kids turn out. And you have good kids, Joel, so obviously you've done a good job raising them. So now you're helping to give back to the next generation and grandkids, man. Yeah, but you haven't had diapers in a while, so I hope she just drops them off and says, "All right, Grandpa, all right, go for it." No, she won't. But yeah, and then so we're all fathers. That is something that is important, but none of our kids play in the program. My son's 3. He has a grit jersey that he rocks. Cooper can attest to that, and my daughter's 7, and she also has a grit jersey, but I haven't been able to keep her still long enough to put it on her because she is just zipping all over the gym. But she does have a Mags number 3 grit jersey that I'll definitely try to get her to wear this spring. But we've been going about 25 minutes, so I don't know, Chandra, if you have a question or if anybody's watching this on replay, you're welcome to reach out. I will be following up with everybody. I know Bobby will get us connected for sure if you have other questions, but I'll be passing all the stuff to him as well. But I know I'll get you the information. And if anybody's watching this on replay, I'm going to say my telephone number so that way you could text me if you're watching this video on replay. So if I put it in the chat, it won't show up. So I'm going to say it, and I'm kind of stalling because right now is when you should be grabbing your phone to text me this message. It says, yeah, it sounds kind of interesting. I'd like to know more, or I want to try out for one of the 10 spots. So the number that you're going to send this text message to is 503-708-4871. 503-708-4871. So that's my cell phone. So feel free to reach out if you're watching this on replay, or if you're interested. If you're listening to this on replay and you're still not interested, wow, that's pretty cool that you're still listening even after you decided that you didn't want to be a part of this. But if you're watching and you're interested, text me now. If you're listening live, Cooper, I'll definitely be following up with you and your mom. I'd love to have you go. If it doesn't work out, I will totally understand, but hopefully we can get you on grit, if not grease, grit, but at least grit. And I'm counting on you because you're a big piece of what we want to do, and just your attitude and who you are. You obviously exemplify grit, the acronym, and I'm expecting a big year out of you for the Mustangs, and keep that momentum rolling right into the spring with grit. But I'll be following you. I'm going to try to get down to a game. I want to see a good one. So I don't know. Yeah, get one of those nets.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I will say I cut down. I did it once, and it was my sophomore year of high school. That's the only time I've ever won a championship. So Joel's got me 4X on that one. But I shared a conference championship my sophomore year at Grants Pass. I finished second when I was at SOU. I'm glad Joel has that handy and looks at it, because you don't want to take those things for granted. Because I figured I'll probably do this a lot in my life, right? Like my sophomore year, the first one, and that was the only one I ever got. So soak it in, Joel and Cooper. I appreciate you joining today. And you, Jenny, if you're still listening,
I'm here.
Yes, you're one of the best. We
I'm here.
appreciate
Thanks.
you.
Out of the film.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. You know how to reach me if you guys have any questions. So good to see you.
Okay.
And are you guys, you have
I'll see you
another
soon.
little one there in the house too, Cooper?
Yeah,
He's here.
yeah.
He's having a nap right now with his mom. I'm a grandma, Joel, so it's fun. He's 1 year old, so it's very fun. Yep.
Yeah, mine's upstairs napping too. So that's kind of a
Yeah.
good time of day usually when it gets a little quieter. But all right, you guys, thanks for coming. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Cooper. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Jenny.
Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you, Tana.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you all too.